What's up, everybody? This is attorney Dan Winnigan, and I want to talk a little bit more about trademarks today. And I want to share with you the top 8 mistakes and myths business owners and entrepreneurs make uh, with regards to trademarks. All right, so here we go. Number 1. So not applying for a standard character mark. And if you watch one of my other videos, um, most most business owners and entrepreneurs who do this themselves, they apply for their logo. And what you want to actually do is apply for the words if there are words in your logo. The reason for that is because that gives you the broadest protection, right? Any color, any size, any font, change it, the words are still protected. If you do a logo, um, you limit your protection to that particular styling. Now, if you've got the budget, obviously do both. But if money is a concern for you, prioritize the standard character mark, okay, or words only mark as your first application, and that will give you the broadest protection. Applying for the trademark in color, and so again, this kind of goes back to the logo, right? I've seen clients who do it themselves. They do it in color. And one of the issues there is that you actually, again, you limit your protection to those particular, to the particular color scheme. And so you don't get the broadest protection as you can if you do apply for in color. So mistake number 2 is applying for the trademark and claiming the colors as protection. Now, there are situations where that is preferable, like the color magenta in relation to, I believe, cell phones, cellular phone service is protected by T-Mobile. And I believe brown, the color brown with regards to parcel deliveries is protected by United Parcel Service. But in the general sense, you want to apply for the logo in black and white to get the broadest protection. All right, not picking a strong trademark is the third one. If you watch one of my other videos, right, there's kind of a spectrum of how strong a trademark or how distinctive a trademark is. At the weekend, it's generic, descriptive. In the middle, suggestive, arbitrary, and fanciful. So you want to be at the minimum suggestive. That it does take the consumer kind of one step into thinking how to associate the word to or the mark to your goods and services. Arbitrary are words that exist in real life, they exist in the dictionary, but they're not connected to the particular goods or service. So like Apple, right? Apple for computers, right? They're real words. Apple's a real word, but normally you want to associate with computers. At least these days now that you would, because they built a strong connection between the word Apple and computers. And the strongest one you can get are fanciful, which are kind of made up words. These are the best types of trademarks, like Xerox, right? Xerox, back when it might be part of the dictionary now, I haven't looked it up, but probably when they started, that's not a real word. And so those are the strongest types of trademarks you can pick. All right, waiting too long to apply. Oh my gosh, this is kind of I kind of angry at my clients sometimes. Like, you sat on the word too long and now you can't get it because someone else got in line in front of you. And so you might have priority, maybe use the words that mark before them, but it is a lot more work, there's a lot more time and a lot more money. So if the name is important to you, go ahead. You can do intend to use 1B application and kind of lock your place in line to that mark. Otherwise, you might lose out on it or have to spend more money and time trying to get it. Failing to maintain your registration. So between the 5th and 6th year, you have to file something. And then between the 9th and 10th year of the registration, you have to file something. If you fail to do this, you're going to lose your registration. And so make sure you calendar those dates and make sure you are filing your maintenance documents. Not doing enough due diligence. What you should be doing is doing what's called a comprehensive comprehensive search. Going to the United States Patent and Trademark Office database only is kind of good to eliminate names, but there may be some uses outside of that system that are not registered. And so some databases, like if you do comprehensive search, they might look at state registration, LLCs, and corporation registration. They might look at domain names, like at app stores. A lot of these search services have that tap into a wide range of databases. They can give you a better idea if there's the exact name or similar name that be used, and you can determine whether you do want to move forward or not with a federal registration. And number 6, registering a LLC, corporation, or domain and thinking that gives you rights. Doesn't automatically give you rights, right? So just because you have these things doesn't mean you have automatic rights to the particular name. With trademarks, you have to be doing business with it, or you can't. It's not like domains. People like to buy a bunch of domains and maybe sell them later. Trademarks doesn't work that way. You have to be doing business. You have to sell goods and services underneath that name to actually get rights to that particular name. And so people thinking you registering these things automatically gives you trademark rights. Not always. Number 7, previous. I got one here, so it's actually 7. But previous success. So Bill Gates says previous success is a horrible teacher, right? We probably all know, we learn more from our mistakes. And if you've gotten your own, you did your own trademark, that's not always a good indicator that you'll be successful on the next ones. Each application is kind of unique on its own, and so if you've got success on one, don't always count on it to get you to the next one. All right. So hey, this is Dan talking about trademarks again, and the actually top 7 mistakes and business owners and entrepreneurs make with regards to trademarks. You have any other questions, or you want to learn more about trademarks, pick up my book, mytmbook.com. mytmbook.com. Just pay $7 for shipping, and I'll send that to you right away. All right, this is Dan, and I'll talk to you soon.